Hello. Well, say, do you play Call of Duty Modern Warfare? Do you play games like Splinter Cell Blacklist, Rainbow Six, or, of course, Malgear? Well, one of the members of the Red International Community of Red Cross said that the characters within the game should make players accountable for the war crimes like killing innocent civilians, or maybe torturing someone, anything that is against the Geneva Convention, of course, including the use of weapons in warfare. And Francois Senechaud, excuse my French, please, said to BBC like this, and I'm going to quote verbatim: "Video games are representing battlefields, are very close to reality, and actually it's very difficult to tell the difference between real footage and the footage you can get from video games. We are arguing that we have to get even closer to reality, and we have to include the rules of conflict as well." Well, that makes sense. It will be a great narrative if one of the main developers of these military scenario games will actually include war crimes as part of maybe the narrative or the story, because you're playing as a soldier, and you need to actually to make them accountable, because the characters, not the players, because it's really insane to say that these people are actually going to do these war crimes. I don't think so. No, in the world today, it's impossible, because remember, we have a thick line, not a thick line, a thick wall between reality and fantasy. And the games here are, they're fantasy, like, at all. And yes, this is one of the maybe, yeah, Francois Senechaud might have a point. But again, this is fiction. But it will be a great addition, a great plot twist on the games that are of course based on maybe semi-realistic military scenarios. It's fascinating. It's a really fascinating. Maybe developers have to think about it, or heck, implement that on the future Grand Theft Auto games, because it's not just criminal. Yeah, it's criminal. Just you can attract the military there when you reach 5 stars. I don't know what the game the Grand Theft Auto 5 have, but I'm sure they have the same mechanic. But I really appreciate this. But these people had to consider that this is fiction. This is just figment of an imagination. Just ask Tom Clancy and Ian Fleming. I'm just saying. Okay, if you really have some if you really have some mind-boggling comments, just drop it right there, or just send me a PM right there, here. Yeah, huge YouTube account, of course, and of course I'm going to drop my Skype ID here. It's weird. The Red Cross actually talking about video games. I haven't read about it in a long while. Anyway, this is Homer, and do you want some rice porridge? Rice porridge? It's good when you're sick. It's not that I'm sick. Take it home. God. Anyway, see